For the traders, tigers are big business. In some countries, parts of a dead adult male tiger can fetch around £44,000. Tigers are also threatened by their habitat, which is gradually disappearing. The summit, which is bringing together 13 countries, will look at ways of protecting their environment. Some smaller countries, though, say they'll need help in the form of money. But campaigners say financial worries can't be used as an excuse. And if there isn't a united effort now to save the tiger, there's a real risk the species could become extinct. Helena Lee, BBC News.
Time for the weather. Here's Laura Tobin.
Good evening. If you think it's been a chilly day today, well, it is set to get even colder through the course of this week. I'll have more on that in just a moment. For tonight, it will remain very cloudy and we will still have those showers driving in across the eastern areas of the UK. Now, there will be a few showers through the Irish Sea, just clipping the coasts of Cornwall, Devon and perhaps Pembrokeshire, and a few showers just towards the southeast corner of England. But where the breeze again comes in along these eastern coasts of England and Scotland, that is where our showers continue through the course of the night. In the west, a touch of frost perhaps, with some clearer spells around, but for most, yet again, Monday starts on another cloudy note. So cloudy, grey, gloomy skies to start across Scotland, further showers piling in along these eastern coasts of England and Scotland. Making our way further south, perhaps a bit of a misty start to the day, a little bit damp and drizzly through central southern areas of England thanks to this blanket of cloud. Now, the wind direction is key as we head through the next few days. Yet again on Monday it comes in from the northeast, and that means for sheltered southwestern areas of England and across Wales, the chance that the clouds will slowly break up, allowing the promise of some brightness as we head through the day. A peppering of light showers through the Irish Sea, yet again just clipping some coasts, and with some clear spells across western areas of Northern Ireland. That's where we start on our chilly but bright note. So there's our wind direction coming in from the northeast. It will feel yet again chilly where you're exposed to the breeze, or it will feel cool where we haven't got the sunshine, and that will be for most of us yet again tomorrow. Our highs 6, 7, maybe 8 degrees at best. Again, the best chance of any brightness in the west. And as we head through the week, this is how our weather pattern stays. A high to the north, a low to the southeast, and our winds continue to come in from the northeast. Perhaps turning a little more northerly by Tuesday, feeling just that bit colder. The chance of snow across higher ground of Scotland and perhaps on into northern England as well. So through the rest of this week, it is set to feel very cold indeed, with chilly nights and also snow returning across higher ground in the north. Temperatures for this time of year, perhaps at best 10 degrees, but as we head through the middle of the weekend and towards the end of those week, the temperatures really will plummet.
Olympic dreams raced ahead today. Unfortunately, I came last.
Coming up today, could a computer game boost our concentration? Over to Katie. We appear to be having some technical difficulties. We'll go back to Katie's report later.
Pupils at this school are always considered on personal merit.
Could you just answer the question?
Well, yes, of course.
Answer the question, please.
And a very good question to you, too.
With the BBC's School Report, schools aren't just in the news, they're making it. Sign up your school now at bbc.co.uk/school report.
G'day. Good morning. Bondi Beach. Brighton Beach. A coldie. The Pint. The Cork Hat. The Bowler Hat. Aussie Rules. The Queensbury Rules. The Sydney Opera House. The Royal Albert Hall. The Funnel Web Spider. The Beatles. The weather. Conversations about the weather. Kylie Minogue. Rodney Corbett. Don Bradman. Ian Botham. Shane Warne. Andrew Flintoff. Winning the Ashes. Winning them down under.
Sometimes it's the little things that matter the most. The Ashes starts Wednesday night from 11:30 on BBC Radio 5 Live Sports Extra.
The headline stories, the news review, the culture section, the celebrity mag, the TV guide, the opinion pages, sporting legends, and the crossword. Good morning and welcome. Wake up to Sunday mornings with the Andrew Marr Show. Sunday at 9 on BBC One.
Ireland's international bailout is imminent as fears grow for its economy. The Irish Finance Minister tells the government to ask for tens of billions of pounds to safeguard the country's banks.
I will be recommending to the government that we should apply to a programme and open formal negotiations.
The Pope backs the use of condoms in some circumstances to prevent the spread of HIV and AIDS. In New Zealand, an anxious wait for relatives of the trapped miners as a borehole is drilled to try and make contact.
Every single day they know that we haven't got a result, meaning we haven't got those men out of the mine. They know that cards are starting to stack against us.
And have England already got the Ashes in the bag as they arrive in Brisbane ahead of the first test? Good evening. Ireland is about to formally apply for an international loan to help keep its banking system afloat. The Irish Finance Minister has recommended that it asks for tens of billions of euros from other Eurozone countries and from the International Monetary Fund. The cash is needed to plug a huge hole in Ireland's public finances and to safeguard its banks after increased fears about investors pulling out. Well, Joe Lynham is in Dublin for us. Joe?
Ireland has been around for around 90 years as we know it, and in that time it has seen civil war, economic war and world war. But for many people, the events of the past week will be able to join that illustrious list of those dark, dark days.
Over the past few months, 23 billion euros in capital has flown out of Ireland and its enfeebled banks as large investors fear for the future. It was that flight of money which forced the government's hand.
Minister, quick word.
So as the Irish Cabinet arrived at government buildings for the most important meeting since the foundation of the state, the facade that a bailout wasn't needed was formally dropped.
I believe it is important that this state continues to fund itself in a stable way, that economic continuity is preserved, that there is no danger to the borrowing which the state requires to make in its own interest. So for all these reasons, I will be recommending to the government that we should apply to a programme and open formal negotiations.
So how much money will Ireland be looking for? Well, Ireland's finance minister said that there was a 19 billion euro shortfall in day-to-day government spending which needed to be funded. But he was less clear on how much money Ireland's shattered banks would need, but it's believed to be in the order of tens of billions of euros. The final admission that it would indeed need money from the EU and the IMF